ViSi Mobile is what I would call the next generation of patient monitors. It's a platform that allows you to monitor all core vital signs. So it monitors ECG, heart rate, SpO2, respiratory rate, temperature, and most importantly, continuous non-invasive blood pressure.
And the continuous blood pressure measurement has, for many, many years, been a holy grail in this industry. There are many failed attempts, and this really is a major breakthrough that is going to uncover many, many clinical conditions that have otherwise gone unnoticed.
ViSi is short for vital signs. It's a wrist-worn device, and then from there you have a sensor going to the thumb of the patient and another sensor going up the arm to the chest, and all that allows you in a very small, lightweight, body-worn package to monitor all the core vital signs.
The mission of Sotera Wireless is to fundamentally change patient monitoring, to change the way people think about monitoring the health of individuals who are at risk of some sort of health problem, and to do it in a way that is comfortable, unobtrusive, and continuous.
What wireless brings to the equation is the collapse of time and space. We help make things happen faster than they otherwise would under their own volition. And that's the value proposition. We founded the Wireless Life Science Alliance so that the life science and healthcare services worlds would begin to understand that value proposition. And as a result, we have companies like Sotera here today.
There's been a perfect storm of many things, and that includes broadband, so big bandwidth, pervasive connectivity, over 4 billion cell phones and over 7 billion connect points. And then we have these ingenious sensors and smartphones. So all that comes together, and it's a recipe for an exciting time in medicine, the likes of which we've never seen.
This component has all the technology in it, and typically you would see a connector or a connector port that is placed into one of the openings, like a phone or a consumer device. But because of the water constraint, the water would want to go into that port. In the medical industry, where you're trying to keep this clean, ugly things happen.
Blood, vomit, drugs, you name it, it will be spilled on this device.
And they go into those holes, and you'd have to clean them out, and you're not going to be able to clean them out. So we wound up saying, what does this want to be, and remove those holes. We wind up creating this Chinese puzzle of proprietary connection. The nurse is then able to put in the thumb sensor, and when this is put into the front connection, it can't be put apart anymore.
There's a lot of things that we've built into the device, thinking about user interaction, ease of use, and our goal literally is no instruction manual required.
We took the technology and looked at how it could be moved around on the body so it would be the most comfortable on the patient. And a lot of this was developed through initial meetings with a nurse group that became part of the development process with us.
Typical product development cycle is someone designs a product, they throw it over the wall, the next person does design for manufacture, they throw it over the wall to the guy who's doing prototype. We try to join all those activities together by encouraging our customers to let us get involved early.
It's important for us to align ourselves with the right materials, the right manufacturer, at a very early phase of the project.
When we machined some of these prototypes out of the Tritan material, we discovered an attribute that we haven't been able to find anywhere else in any other material. Generally, there's an inherent stress in the plastics. When you machine it all from one side, that material will wind up stressing and potato chip, if you will. And when we machine our Tritan samples, the part was perfect. It was perfectly flat. We really put this thing through the ringer. I mean, we're talking chemical testing. I'm talking about sterilization. I'm talking about stress. And over this year and a half of me saying, okay, I'm gonna get you this time, and I'm gonna get you this next time. And time again, it proved me wrong.
I call it a four-part stool because we have the original equipment manufacturer, which is Sotera. We have Eastman. We have DD Studio, who was signed on by Sotera to do the original design, and then Phillips on the manufacturing side of how are we actually going to make this thing. And that collaboration works well.
There are many parts of our current healthcare system and delivery which are either broken or frankly are not very consumer friendly. And this kind of technology actually makes it both much more consumer friendly and much more safe.
Working on a program like this one with Sotera is so incredibly gratifying because inevitably what we're manufacturing is going to affect somebody's brother, sister, father, mother.
The healthcare revolution that we're starting to see is going to be consumer driven because it's largely on the platform of a smartphone. But it needs to be that same sort of being in touch with the needs of consumers if it's going to be successful. It's not going to be driven this time by the medical community because essentially we've screwed it up too many times over the past decades.